Welcome to Tweet of the Week. I think if you see some of the things around me, you have a hint that we are going to be talking exciting physical activity for everyone. Because I am being joined today by Emily Clowser and Liz Metz, who are our specialists for adaptive physical education, and they are about to show us why every student can move and groove in phys ed.
Oh my gosh,
Emily, you tweeted about it. Talk a little bit about what was going on and why you felt it was so important to get that tweet out there.
So we had a child enter a middle school. He was new to the building, and the PE teacher was a little bit concerned about what he was going to be able to do when he was participating in soccer. He was in a wheelchair, but he had some mobility with his hands. So Liz and I actually talk about all of our students. So I called her up and I said, I need to get him participating in soccer. The teacher needs some support. So we took this bowling ramp up to him, and he was able to score goals. They used hula hoops as the goal, and he was able to push the ball. And we could challenge him by backing the ramp farther away from the target, moving it closer, and we were out in the grass. So his peers took turns with their feet, and then they handed him the ball, and he was able to push it down the ramp and score goals. It was pretty awesome.
It is awesome because, ladies, you shared with me one of the things you do not ever want to hear is,
my student can't do this. So being told we can't do something is not an option at Adapted PE, and that's what we do. We don't always have the answers, but that's why we communicate so much. We also have a lot of colleagues around the state and in the country we've met that if we don't know or we don't have experience, we can easily reach out to them. And we have been gifted a great opportunity with all of the equipment through special ed and through curriculum and instruction. And that's why we brought some of the stuff we wanted to show you that we do. And this is the way that we can get all of our students to participate and be active.
well, let's check it out. I'm ready to play.
Okay.
All right.
What do you want to start with them?
Let's start with this bungee ball. This is one of our favorites. So sometimes our students have a difficult time
I'll let you
dribbling
try
a
this.
basketball.
Oh.
So we can tie this to door handles or to various things. And then you can get used to the motion of using your finger pads to push the ball. And it comes right back up. So we have different ways we can make
Moving
it
it.
smaller, it bounces more, make it tighter.
Depending
and
on your
then
ability.
they're not chasing the ball all over the gym the entire class
They really get
period.
to focus
Yeah.
on the hand movement and the skill of dribbling.
And this is a
Awesome.
tougher bungee. We have lighter weight bungees too, depending on the ability of the student.
And
You want me to do this one? She
Sure.
might not like the feeling of that. So a student who might have a difficult time gripping, we want them to be able to do all of their rackets. So Emily is a boater, and she uses these gear ties on her boat, and they don't hurt. They're easily manipulated. They come in all sorts of fun colors and lengths, and you can help. It just provides a little bit more support when they're holding it. And if you have a long racket, you can do it all the way up the arm too. They're also great though for wheelchairs. You want to explain how we've done it with wheelchairs?
Sure. So if we had a hockey stick or a bat or some type of implement, we could take this and attach the hockey stick to the wheelchair. So if a child's not able to move their chair and swing a hockey stick, it's attached to the wheelchair, and now they're moving their chair and still using the hockey stick to move objects.
Yep.
So this is an awesome thing to have.
A tool used in boating that is
Yep.
now a great way to include all students in
Yes.
participating. Awesome. What else do we get to play with?
These are fun. I saw these at the doctor's office a few years ago, and my kids loved them, and they're gel tiles. They come in different shapes and sizes. So when our students are having trouble staying in one spot or moving and lifting up and trying to, we have a lot who just don't want to lift their legs, don't want to jump, don't want to hop. Take a look at what happens when you step on them.
Ha.
It moves all over. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We have different
Steelers
colors.
colors.
We should have brought the purple one. But if that is not a good enough stimulation, we have these guys. If you want to take a walk over those and see what happens.
Oh, every parent's nightmare.
There you go. It's great for balance and motivation. You can also use them for sitting, but
Or you can fall off
Or you
them
can
if
fall
you're
off.
not well practiced. Awesome.
Emily's got a tethered ball here. You want to talk about all the different types of tethers we
Sure.
have?
So if you wanted to work on some dribbling skills and there was an SEIA or a peer, I could hold on to the top part of the string and you could work on soccer dribbling skills, just taking soft touches. Again, we're working on not having to chase the equipment all over the gym. So we can
you get
increase
that
the
repetition.
repetitions and increase success and confidence. So we continue to bring that back. We use these for striking too. You can hang them from basketball hoops or just simply hold them up like this.
I need work on my volleyball serves. So that would be a great tool because, yeah, chasing.
It reduces the amount of time if you have to chase it. So they get such limited practice, but when you tether it, you have maximum amount of time. We have a lot of auditory and sensory balls. We have beeper balls. We have these. It's just bells. One of my favorite I forgot to bring today was a soccer ball filled with sand. Looks just like any soccer ball, but it moves much slower. And we have some with bells too. So then our students can practice dribbling, kicking, trapping, but they can do it at their, or how they process and the slowness of it. We also have those. Do you want to pick that up? That's a lot of fun.
You want to catch this one? This is called a success ball. So a lot of our students can catch that over catching like a firm ball or a bigger ball.
Absolutely, because there's so much more to grab onto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they come in fun shapes and sizes too.
And, you know, I'm automatically thinking of like the stress balls where you just want to keep
moving with it. Yep. And some of our students and our adults check stuff out. We have a lending library. That's where they can get all of this equipment. And they can use it for things like that. It doesn't primarily have to be used in the middle of a PE lesson. And we also have inclusive kits where we've created actual units for our teachers that come with the equipment that they don't have in their class, and lesson plans and stations and visuals, and they can take that out and use it as well.
And I think it's really important, again, for everyone to understand that adaptive PE is everywhere, you know. And as you said, any student who is presenting a need, staff's going to reach out to you if they don't already have something that they know they can use to come up with some creative solutions. And I know in many of our high schools, I've seen the inclusive phys ed classes, and peers love being able to support and do and play. And, you know, like they have fun using the adaptive equipment too. And so it's just so important and so valuable. And I want to thank you both for what you do always to live that equity dream that we have, each and every student every day. So thank you so much. Thank you for tweeting about it. Because again, sorry you didn't get a chance to play, but follow these ladies on Twitter and you will see the variety of ways that if you could check out that tweet, that little guy was a soccer star that day. And that's what it's all about. So thank you for joining us this week. Hope to see you next time on Tweet of the Week.